Well, The Mandalorian is back for season 2, starting off with an episode that apparently for the overall story is called Chapter 9, The Marshal. So we're back at Tatooine, yes, because Mando has to find another Mandalorian to help him figure out where to take Baby Yoda. But wait, a Mandalorian on Tatooine? And then we run into a guy in familiar Mandalorian armor. Oh, gee, where have we seen that before? Well, turns out it's not a real Mandalorian, but he's using the armor because he's basically the marshal of this little village that suffered horribly after the fall of the Empire, because then the criminals decided now they could run free and gave him a lot of crap. But then this dude found some, well, he didn't find it. He bought it. from some Jawas who had it amongst their scrap. And, well, where'd they get it? Oh, yeah. I wonder who it really belongs. Oh, well, we see who it really belongs to at the end. Yes, a certain somebody shows up. Of course, if you've seen this online elsewhere and you have not watched the show, you pretty much know what that's all about. And besides, it was already spoiled earlier on. But all in all, good episode in keeping with their space cowboy idea, and it works. And rather simplistic. I'd seen like titles where somebody was thinking it wasn't all that. It was just kind of dull or something. I didn't see it that way at all. And there's quite a spectacular battle they have to do with this ginormous monster and everything, and it's all pretty cool looking. And of course, the lesson is working together is better than being at odds, but ultimately it's, well, a common enemy can bring anybody together. And then when that common enemy's gone, well, so a lot of recognizable stuff from Star Wars and its glory days and all that is there. And that's all well and good, provided it does tie into an overall narrative that functions and maintains its credibility. So this is only the first episode, so we'll see how that plays out with certain characters that we already know we're going to meet. So right off the bat, here's the spoiler. Yes, Boba Fett. They don't meet, but he is there, and we'll get his story. It's certainly the idea that he survived Return of the Jedi is certainly believable, considering he went in there with his full jetpack. I know it was damaged, but come on, he's a Mandalorian. He could figure that out. And then for whatever reason, he lost his armor. So maybe we'll get that story. Of course, this has been covered. I'm sure the Expanded Universe did this. I'm not familiar with those stories in total, so I don't know exactly how they handled it with his further adventures beyond that. If you do, comment below. We'll see. But I'm sure they may take from that, but alter it a bit to fit into their, unfortunately, new version of the latter days of Star Wars. I mean, or the post Return of the Jedi era of Star Wars. And so there he is. We know that Ahsoka Tano will show up at some point, played by Rosario Dawson. So there'll be that too. And then hopefully we'll get some details about the Darksaber and all that sort of thing. So all good. It's a good little return. Baby Yoda's cute, of course. There's a big monster fight. The Sand People show up. All that stuff. Basically, you have a marshal, Matt Dillon in space. Actually, the actor was, I believe, from Deadwood, wasn't he? And playing this character that Mando meets. And it's kind of like they had to team up with the local Indian tribe in the form of Sand People. And they have to team together and put aside their differences in order to destroy this monster that's a threat to all of them. So, and it all works out. And of course, working together is not a bad lesson. But anyway, so I've enjoyed Mandalorian. I know some people were kind of thinking it wasn't all that. And granted, I understand Had Star Wars, the Disney Star Wars movies, been a spectacular success, and I mean both narratively, not just in numbers, Mandalorian might not be the hit that it is as of now. So in a lot of ways, it's benefited from the failures of Disney Star Wars, and it's easily better than the trilogy, the sequel trilogy. Some of the elements, certainly Rogue One was a pretty good film, in my opinion. Solo was kind of stupid, but it was okay, and in comparison to the trilogy, it's brilliant. And then, of course, Mandalorian is Shakespeare compared to that. So you see the hierarchy of it. If they had, like I've always said before, if they had done 3 solo-like films for the Disney trilogy, they'd probably be in a lot better shape. Wouldn't have been great, but it wouldn't have been the ginormous insult and kick in the gut that it was and all that sort of thing. As for Mandalorian, it's just an entertaining space cowboy western in space, and it functions as that. And so adding in other little details, that's cool little bells and whistles and Easter eggs and stuff that might lead to more and spin-offs and stuff. There's talk of Cara Dune getting her own series, and based on Gina Carano's attitude these days, I'm all for it. And she's one of the rare cases where you have a woman who's she's feminine and beautiful, and at the same time still possesses the physicality that gives her some credibility for these action roles. And so, plus she was an MMA fighter, so she's got that going for her. So that's actually something that I would be interested in. So as far as I can see, all's good. I don't think it's enough to save Star Wars that this is in. I don't think you can fix what they did, and that's unfortunate. But for a show that can be a success unto itself, yes, so far, as far as I'm concerned, it pretty much is, and I'm satisfied with it. It's still upset about what happened to the ultimate overall story of Star Wars and the Skywalker saga and all that, but there's nothing we can do about it now. Anyway, Mandalorian, so far, so good in Season 2.
All right. Thank you for watching and listening. Why not like and subscribe and check out that link description below. That'll take you to my mini stores that have plenty of goodies for you. You know, hats, mugs, stickers, posters, all that goody stuff. Plus, you can head over to indieplanet.com and pick up a copy of my comic book Night Night. Oh, yeah. Plus, you can also catch my podcast, Mr Nailsin Show, over at RadioMisfits.com. And you can also watch my videos on my channel at BitChute. That's the Mr Nailsin channel on BitChute.com.